Man, I really up. I almost lost my highest paying client due to an oversight on my part. One of the risks that come with starting your own business. Let's get into that a little bit more. If you're new here, which most people are, I'm Wyatt. I am currently documenting my journey building in public while I grow a design agency and a small SaaS product on the side. So go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, help the channel grow, and I'll share as much as I can throughout the process. To get into what we're talking about, since leaving my full-time job about 6 months ago, I have been bringing on clients slowly, and recently, last month, I got a brand new client. And with that, I agreed to some contract terms and said I would do a specific amount of work for a fixed monthly rate. With that, I then started doing some of the work, and very quickly as I got into it, I realized I fucked up and I had undershot how much time I think it would take to do for the fixed monthly rate that I was charging the client. And so as we reached towards the end of this recent month, I realized I had to have a tough conversation with this client and basically say, hey, messed up and I am doing way more work than what I originally anticipated, and that was on me. And so that was a very tough thing for me to do, was to swallow that pill of humility, if you will, and be able to then go to them and have a conversation. Luckily, what I found in this process is honesty, and the transparency of this whole thing actually ended up being like the saving grace. And it also ended up being the fact that like I have worked with them previously. So that was like a little bit easier of a conversation. Basically had to go to them and say, hey, if we want to continue this relationship and we want to keep making sure that I'm delivering good work to you, we're going to have to adjust the pricing model. And I just told them like, hey, I'm newer to this. I'm testing out different pricing models. And so I need to try to figure it out. So I asked feedback from them. I gave them feedback on it. In the past, I had done consulting and things like that, but this was the first time I was trying this new fixed pricing model, trying to work out some kinks. Yeah, it kept me up, honestly, sleepless for a couple nights, overthinking how the conversation would go. And yeah, it was kind of just like my first like fuck up. It taught me that it's not always going to be smooth sailing. There's going to be things that come along the way. And while it didn't end up actually losing me, the client, it very well could have if I didn't have a relationship with them. And I think like it has taught me a few things specifically. I think number one is that it taught me to be very prepared with what I'm coming to the table with. It taught me two, to be super crystal clear about what the deliverables, the expectations are, what the timelines are. And then number three, it just told me to over communicate with those clients than it is to actually like try to hide it or do anything like that. I just wanted to get on here, share that, because it is a raw honesty around like my journey. And I'm early enough in this process to where like I'm going to have mess ups and I'm going to have fuck ups. And that just is part of the process of growing your own business. Yeah, I just want to get on here and share that. If this was helpful for you, or you want to see more of this kind of content, then go ahead and leave something in the comments there. Let me know like what kind of stuff you want to see. You want to see more of this, or do you want to see more of the vlog style content? But either way, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.